My name is Paula and I'm physiologist of exercise, and today we got to speak about sleep. So what is the first question that we need to do? It's, of course, why we sleep. So why we sleep? Okay, so we have the one gland that it called pineal gland. So this gland has 4 hormones, and these hormones are serotonin. Okay, so we have the serotonin, and the serotonin, it's our mood hormone. And then we have the arginine vasopressin. The arginine vasopressin, it's the hormone that it's for the deep sleep, and also it's a natural painkiller. Okay, and then we have the epithalamine. Always difficult for me to say this word, epithalamine. And the epithalamine, it's the hormone of the learning. Yeah, so that's why we say never stop learning, because this hormone, it's what makes you keep in capacity to learn more. So never stop learning. And also it's the one of the anti-aging hormone. And then we have our melatonin, and the melatonin also, for sure you listen to speak a lot of the melatonin, because it's our night hormone. So it's the hormone for sleeping. Okay, so these hormones and these glands, it's more active between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. Yeah, so if you see 9 p.m. and 2 a.m., so we can perfectly say that you can go to sleep at 8:30 p.m. and wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and you can perfectly start to work, and you will see you will have great benefits, and you will be improving even your work in this time. So it's always better if you wake up, for example, 4 in the morning and you start to do some work before your breakfast, then stay until midnight, or until 1, or even until 2. So if you stay until 2 a.m., you pass all this process of the hormones when the gland is more active, and you see what could be happen. So your body will not have the rest that he needs. So just try to go early to bed and wake up more early, and you will see really benefits. So what also we go to talk, and this is what is important, it's what increase these hormones. Yeah, so what makes us increase and feel better in these hormones? So definitely exercise, it's one of them. Yeah, exercise has a big power. Not just only that, we will talk about more that later in other episodes, and you will see the exercise, it's always basically there. So exercise, it's has a big repercussions, of course, in glandular on our body. Yeah, so sometimes people doesn't understand that exercise has exactly this effect also in our glands. Sometimes people just think that it's, oh, I will go and do some exercise and this is just to make me lose weight. But losing weight, it's hormonal, it's glandular, it's mental, it's physical, it's food. So it's all this connected. Yes, so the exercise, it will be always a big potential and a big factor that should be always present in your life, because it's not just do some exercise for losing weight. Has a lot of benefits behind of that, and one of that, it's has implication in all these hormones. Okay, so exercise should be present in your life. Then laughing. So the studies says that laughing, it's one of the big potential for, especially for the serotonin. Yeah, it's our mood makes to be okay, because it will make the hormone, stimulate the hormone, so makes us feel better. So make sure also you laugh a lot, even in the situation that you are more in stress. Make sure you try to control also the stress and laugh more. Yeah. And then sunshine. So sunshine, the sun, it's very important. So we are always talking about the sun, and the sun, it's very important. So if in case you are just staying at home, you will see and you will feel that you will get more depressed, because you are not getting sunshine, you are not getting sun. Plus the sun gives you also the vitamin D3. This is a very, very important for our body, and to also stimulate the hormones of the mood. Yeah. And not only that, but the sun, our eyes also needs sun, because if we stay too much in the dark, it will not stimulate these hormones. And the eyes are also very important. We need sun for the health of our eyes. Yeah. So make sure at least also you have a garden. Now in this situation that we are in the pandemic situation, so if you have a garden, please just go take 10-15 minutes, a little bit of the sun, because it will have big impact in your life. And then of course, for sleeping, what we need to sleep in the dark. Yeah, needs to sleep in the dark, because the studies, it's proved that for activate more the melatonin, we should be sleeping actually in the dark. Because why? Because the sun light, or the light, it will make us wake up. Yeah, so we should be sleeping in the dark. And then we have fasting. Fasting, what means that, I'm sure you are always listen the professionals to say, so take your last meal 3 hours before you go to bed. So why? Because there is a reason for that, and sometimes we don't realize that, of course. So the reason why we should be taking our dinner, last meal, 3 hours or 4 before bed, it's because why? I will explain you why. Because our intestines, it will be producing amino acid, and this amino acid, it's the tryptophan. Okay, so the tryptophan, to be converted to niacin, okay, we need to have iron, vitamin B6 and vitamin B2. Yeah, this is it to be very important for the tryptophan to be converted in the niacin. So if, for example, and there is a lot of people with iron deficiency, yes, and sometimes even the vitamins 6 and B2 and B12. So we have actually a lot of people in this situation. That means sometimes if our intestines, imagine you eat, your intestines doesn't produce this, so it doesn't go to convert this, because there is a fault of, for example, iron or vitamin B6 or vitamin B2. So that means the niacin, it's not produced, so don't go to stimulate the serotonin and the melatonin. So that's why then we start to have problems in sleeping and digestive problems also. Okay, so I just give you some examples from where you can get some foods that will help you to produce the tryptophan. For example, we have chicken, eggs, we have cheese, fish, pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds, tofu, dark chocolate. So these are good fonts of that goes to help you your intestines to produce the tryptophan. Okay, so then we saw what increase this hormone, so it goes to help you to sleep better. Yeah, so what decrease, because it's important also, because we need to tick the things and try understand why we are not sleeping. So what decrease this hormonal, the pineal gland, for the hormones? Okay, so we have worry and stress. Yeah, we will go to talk in another episode about the stress and especially the cortisol, because it's connected. It's connecting with the sleep. So if we are too much worried, if we are on stress, this will have, of course, implication in the hormonals, okay, for the sleeping. Artificial lights, of course, here we have the sunshine, and here, of course, what goes to decrease, it's the artificial lights, it's the screen, so it's your computer, it's your phone. So when you go to sleep, you should make it like a ritual. So turn off all the computers, turn off all the phones, put the phones, even if you can, in the other room, let the phones there and just go to sleep, and turn off all the lights and put yourself to sleep and say to yourself that I'm going to sleep, and you will sleep. You will see the difference. Okay, caffeine. So we should not really be because the caffeine, it's proof for some people it makes a difference in the sleep. Some people no, but the majority of the people has some sensitive to the caffeine or on the sleeping. So we should not be drinking coffee or teas at least until 5 afternoon. After that we should not be really drinking that. And then alcohol also, it's one of the things that can make you to decrease that. So then we have the meat. Why the meat has a decreasing in these hormones? Because the meat, it will produce the methionine, and the methionine goes to inhibit the tryptophan. So if the methionine, it will goes to inhibit the tryptophan, that means the tryptophan it will not be converted in niacin, and then the niacin cannot be stimulating the hormones, and especially the serotonin. Okay, so that's why we need to be conscious where we are failing for the sleeping. Okay, so it's easy. So now you just come here, you see what decreases your sleep, and you tick. I'm worried about something. Yes, I am. So okay, let's try to sleep first, and in the morning I will get the solution. Or something that the professionals recommend, just try to write the solutions for that problem, but don't go to sleep to sinking in something that is worrying you too much. Okay, so try to find the solution first before you go to sleep. Okay, so are we actually sleeping with lights? Are we actually sleeping in our phone? Are we with the computers or working until night? So check also that. Yeah. Caffeine. Did I drink tea? Did I drink maybe a coffee late? So could be having that influential. And heavy meals, yeah, and especially now we know in terms of the meat, so that's why we should be eating something more light in the night, correct? So I hope this help you to understand and to find the points that why we are not sleeping correctly, and if you can to change, we always can to change something. Try to change, and my goal is always helping you to have a happier and more healthier life. So in the next episode I will be talking about the cortisol, because the cortisol, it's connecting here your worries and your stress levels. So and we will go to check how the cortisol influence our body, and I will give you also some tips, of course, for you to get better on that. I hope you have an amazing day. From Coach Paula to you. Have a beautiful life. See you next time.